It's time.
It's time.
I can't hear myself, but I think the monitor can hear me because I just went into the red. I can't.
Fascinating.
Hear. Yeah.
Hold on, let me check the thing.
Do you have little hearts on your fingerless gloves?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, it's scratchy. I hear scratches and cracklings.
Okay, let me try something else.
Okay. Is it going to deafen me?
No.
Scratches. Oh.
Is that good?
It's not good, but it's better.
Yeah, something's a little odd. But we're odd, so that's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Let's just not complain.
What? You're ruining my whole list of things I was going to say on the radio today if I can't complain.
Okay, we'll save that till next week. Next week we won't complain. This week
Really? We're going to have a week where we don't complain?
Well, okay, maybe not. All right.
Why don't you make like a specified time period, like 2.5 minutes, maybe? Is I think about all I can handle, maybe.
Of not complaining?
Right. I can do that. That would be a good exercise, but
okay.
Let's not do it right yet.
There is a hum. I hear a hum.
I hear a hum too. There's something not right with this system today.
What's making a hum? I don't know. Actually, when I listen to the podcast, there is a hum always, but it's not usually this loud. I don't know if it's coming from the headphone amplifier, possibly.
It's just like ambient noise filtering up from the screaming babies below us. Yeah. Someone is howling beyond. Wow, I have not heard a howl like that for... Can you hear that?
No, I'm busy with the knobs.
The hum went away, but so did my voice. I can't hear myself now.
Really?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there, I'm back.
Okay, that's just going to have to be good enough.
Well, I don't have to hear myself. It's not like I enjoy the sound of my own voice.
You know, you are not the problem. Don't assume that it has anything to do with you.
Well,
it's just something that came, and now it will just be a part of our hour, and we're going to embrace it, but it is not of us.
Okay.
And
headphones are really squeezing my cheeks today, too. Like, more than ever.
You might consider buying yourself a nice pair that fits you.
What? That is crazy talk.
Well, think about it. You could use them as earmuffs in the winter. We probably
in
make
August.
that for people.
Wait, it's not August anymore, but
for people who just have cold situations.
Yeah, we were just talking about the cold situation, people. Kristina didn't have a lot to say about it because she, the demon, loves cold. I like the cold if I don't have to be cold. Know what I'm saying? If I'm physically uncomfortable, I mean, what's to like?
Was that 2.5 minutes? Did we get through 2.5 minutes before you started
I didn't know we were doing that for real.
No, we weren't actually. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Is that your purple guitar pick?
Where?
On the corner of the desk underneath your notebook.
No, I mean, it could be. I'll steal it. No, I'll just leave it because somebody might want to use it. But I have this wonderful pick selection up in my studio.
Yeah.
That it's amazing. It's got so many different types of picks and people get to choose. And people have gotten used to, they look forward to coming and being able to select a pick. It's kind of like when you used to go to the orthodontist and you could pick your toy at the end of the appointment.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how adults have that same kind of impulse to just want some little treasure.
If you were a real big Pinterest user, you could like tile your bathroom in guitar picks. That would be kind of cool, Kristina.
No, not either going to be a Pinterest user nor a craft person.
I saw some guy tile his entire kitchen in pennies. That looked like a time-consuming project.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that.
A lot of super glue, a lot of pennies.
I hate to say it, but I didn't really like the effect after all was said and done. It just didn't look that great.
No, it didn't.
It looked like a bunch of pennies glued to the floor.
If you're going to do something that's going to take that long and you're going to make a whole viral internet thing about it, at least make it look good. God.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, we did not introduce our show or ourselves or anything as usual.
This is a day that you should just be so full of energy and goodwill because
I'm one day closer to death.
It is your birthday, and it
is my birthday, but it's a bad birthday.
It's a great birthday.
No, but it's the dead zone. Remember I told you, ever since I was a kid, I figured on 40 as being like the little start of the dead zone.
But look at me.
I knew you were going to do this. You get younger.
Me.
I get older. I don't know what's wrong with you. You have some mystical force going where it doesn't matter. Your birthdays don't make you old.
It's because I have embodied what Bob Dylan said about I was so much older then, I'm younger than that now.
No, you didn't. You're just saying that right now.
No, it's part of today's theme. I'm just trying to pick up your spirits because you are so young and beautiful.
I just didn't ever want to be 40.
Sure, but the way it happens is you kind of get up to there and then you're so depressed. But then, since there's nothing you could do about it, over the next decade, you start to get more and more happy.
Okay, but it's going to take a little while.
Yeah, give yourself some room.
I really tried to prepare myself for this. I have been telling people that I'm 40 for an entire year now, even though I'm not. I wasn't truly 40 until today. Just because I wanted to ease myself into it. And it didn't make it really that much easier.
No, because you're going to have to spend a whole another year being 40. Which
I just woke up this morning going, ugh, 40, it's that ugly word.
Yeah, I think you knew that was going to happen. I mean, I know you did. You
know what also is jerky about 40?
What?
Up until kind of shockingly recently, I could not remember if there was a U in the word 40 or not. Why do they take it out? It's in 4. If you're going to add T onto 4, why do you take the U out? Someone tell me this.
That's a good point.
So often, as an adult, I would spell it with a U and look like a complete ignoramus.
Well, I'll tell you what. I've got
that hanging over this, too.
Yeah, but I've got a great spelling challenge for you today.
What?
Since we're talking about, bad spelling.
Oh, God, what?
You ready?
Let me get my little pen.
Well, first, I'll give you a clue first, just to kind of warm you up to the idea of this particular spelling word, okay?
Okay.
So, have you noticed that there have been a lot of opossums in the news lately? Like everybody's...
Yeah, we have them around here, and I've never seen one ever in my life.
I know, and everybody's rescuing them.
That's down south.
No, Burlington. Somebody rescued a baby opossum.
I don't think you say the O. I think you just say possum.
You say opossum.
No, you don't. Oh, Kristina. You say possum.
My name is not spelled with an O.
Well,
Mr. Opossum is
you don't. You don't say the O. It's silent.
Opossum. Come on, opossum.
Why did they even put an O there? That's so
You see, it's
That's
exactly
dumb.
like 40. That's what I'm
Dumb.
trying. You see how my brain works and how extraordinary it is because I connected 40 with opossum.
Well, no, I don't see. But
Can you spell it? That's the
can I
whole
spell
point.
opossum?
Yeah.
I hope so. Hold on.
I
Possum.
I was actually going to ask you why it's opossum, but people don't usually say opossum.
O apostrophe.
No, it's not like
I'm gonna put apostrophe in there.
It's not like an Irish name. It's not like
Possum, O'Nally.
O'Hanley,
I'm gonna say that it
O'Connor.
is. A possum is an Irish animal from Dublin. Possum. I mean M.
If this is any indication of where the 40s are going to go for you.
It's not good. I know that already.
Yeah. Go ahead. How did you spell it?
I spelled it like Opossum.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
Well, Kristina, you didn't give me a hard word today.
That's very hard for me. I spelled it a number of different ways. I put 2 P's. I put O-M, like blossom. Doesn't blossom have O-M? So why would an opossum be like a blossom?
Stop saying the O. There isn't one. I mean, there doesn't silent O.
It doesn't say that in the dictionary. Silent O.
Have you ever heard anyone say opossum other than you?
Yes, I have. That's the animal.
Let's just add an O to all animal names. O dog. O cat.
Stop it.
O beaver.
That's so illogical.
This is illogical. Why? Why is there an O? Why do they take the U out of 40? You know why? Because there is no more you in 40. It's just all about other people and slavery.
It's all about me.
You no longer exist as a human. You are invisible.
Did you see my Facebook post to you?
Yes, that was nice. Thank you.
And I told you.
I will attempt to let it cheer me later.
Well, I think it can be all about me, and it can all be about you too. I mean, we can all be having it about us.
Okay.
You can quote me.
Do you want to? This is okay. You know what? I felt like the birthday gifts that I received were a really good snapshot of what being 40 is about.
Okay.
So I can only think of 2 at the moment.
What?
So my mother gave me a back scratcher. Classic.
Okay.
That's like perfect for someone who's 40.
Sure.
It's like a non.
It's a nice way to relax on the weekends.
It's like totally
when you're not going to go, when you have nowhere to go.
My husband got me a Pyrex cereal bowl to replace the one that he broke when he and the cats dropped it off the sink a while ago. So 40 equals a back scratcher and a cereal bowl.
Couldn't he have done the cereal bowl anyway? Like just done it, just bought a cereal bowl,
Probably,
and then gotten you a present.
But I think he's taking me someplace. But he said it's a secret, so
okay.
Hopefully that's less 40-ish than a cereal bowl or a back scratcher.
Sometimes people just do the bowl just because they got to give you something today. Like I could have just taken a spoon and given it to you.
You should have brought me a baby opossum.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to turn up my thing here.
Okay.
I thought about bringing you a spoon, but then I changed my mind. I thought you'd be okay with like nothing.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, right totally now that there would be nothing for you.
Yep.
And then later, good. I'm sure I will shower you with the most amazing gifts.
Collection.
Yeah. Do you get embarrassed when you undress in front of your animals?
No. I don't care. Weirdly, even though I'm kind of self-conscious about my body, I don't care about being naked.
Huh.
Either.
I'm different.
I don't like the way my body looks with clothes on.
Oh man, we are so the opposite.
Well, I mean, it's not like I run around naked, although I did go to a nude beach for the first time ever a couple weeks ago.
I saw that. You sort of slipped that in.
And it was like so fun, and it felt really good, and I was like, wow, I've never just stood in the sun or like had wind and waves, and it just feels so nice to have skin and not like this weird bindy bathing suit on, and leather people were naked, and nobody was weird about it.
Did your kids go?
Yeah.
How did they feel about it?
My older son got naked for a while because he's fine with it. My younger son was just embarrassed, and he dug a hole and he sat in it, and he said, I don't want anyone to know that I'm with you. And I'm like, well, okay, sorry. Nice. All you do is run around naked at home, so I don't know what the problem is here. But I thought it would be like weird people, but everyone kept their distance from everyone else. They were just in their own little spot, and people were very polite, and it wasn't uncomfortable at all.
Well, I get embarrassed for you.
Why?
Because I'm so self-conscious. I'm so embarrassed. Like, I think if there's anything in the house that has eyes.
Oh, yeah. I don't like using
don't,
the bathroom when there's pictures on the wall.
Yeah, of course. And I don't care about spiders and stuff. Like, if there was a spider, I would not feel bad about changing my clothes. But the cats, like when all three of them,
they don't even blink. They just stare.
Yeah, and that's just unnerving. So I go upstairs.
Okay. And they can't get by the special cat gates.
That's right. I need my privacy.
No, I don't care really. I feel like my body is probably more attractive without clothes on. With clothes on, it like lumps and bumps in all the wrong places. But with clothes off, I'm just like, look,
that's
all
so funny.
Simple.
See,
everything's simple now.
That's so opposite me, because I can kind of, de-emphasize certain lumps and bumps that are actually there, that are part of my body, but I can do that with clothing. Whereas if I take off the clothing, it's all bumpy.
Yeah, but that's like your real you under there.
But
like
you're a dancer. Dancers.
No, it doesn't matter
no,
though. My body's not great or perfect.
Can I educate you?
Okay.
That dancers generally have a good relationship to their body.
Not this one.
Well,
but I don't mind it being naked because it feels less offensive naked. Because if I put on certain clothes, I'm like, oh, this makes my butt look enormous, or oh, this makes me look like I don't have a waist, it's just like a tube, or this, because I'm short, so if things like a skirt or something hits me, that fat part of your calf, it makes you look like you've got just like triangles for legs.
I'm not listening now.
I'm just saying, there's things that clothes, you're pure without clothes.
I understand that theoretically. I think it's a noble concept. It's beautiful. In another perfect universe, we'd all be like that, just like you.
Well.
But could we talk about something more important? Because I didn't really want to get into personal growth this early in the show. And you just like spilled all the guts on the personal growth.
You should go to a nude beach because...
No, I'm not.
But listen, then you'll feel out of place with your clothes on. No, everyone will look at you like you're the weirdown, and it's so much better to feel that way, to be the...
I would like to talk about I saw a couple guys this morning on my way down, driving down here, who were standing around looking at a dry pond. Like this tiny little dry pond.
It's a dry pond.
Yeah, and I thought that was a perfect metaphor I felt like, okay, it's obvious that these guys are discussing the fact that they've got to fill in the dry pond.
With water or with dirt?
Dirt.
How do you know?
Because it's been so many years that dry pond has been there, and I'm sick of it. So I'm projecting onto them that they're finally going to fill that thing in, because here's the metaphor, is that if you dig a pond and you are looking forward to that pond, but it never fills with water, there comes a time when you have to fill it in with dirt and go dig a pond somewhere else. You just have to.
Okay.
Okay?
I accidentally left the hose on all night long in the horse's trough in it.
Dang it.
Yeah, I said some really bad words when I came up this morning because the farrier came to our house and my friend Lisa, who boards her horse at our house, said, hey, you left the water on all night. There's a giant, so much water.
Well,
just
that's
like it
nice.
Flooded
you got so
everything.
Much water. You got so much water, though.
Oh, my God.
You didn't run your well out, right?
I hope not. That would be bad.
No, well, it was still going in the morning, right? They turned it off. So
they did turn it off.
You obviously did not... You had enough water.
Such a dink, though, doing the chores last night. I said to John, and John said to me, oh, let's not forget we left that water on.
Did you just... a while. You called yourself a dink?
I did.
It's kind of a bad word for the radio.
Sorry.
It's all right.
It's not on the list, is it?
It's close to something. I mean, if you changed one word, one letter.
I think you can say that. I think you can say that word on the radio.
Okay.
I'm pretty... Where is the list? Where is this mythical list of things we can't say?
Just because you can say it doesn't mean you should say it. Like, my mother didn't like us to say crap. Oh. I mean, crud. Sorry, not crap. Crap, I think, was fine. Crud was bad.
What? In the grand scheme of things, I would rate crap as being worse than crud.
Well, she didn't. It's very, very tricky.
That's odd.
It's very tricky. There's a lot of things in life that are really tricky, like washing your hair on the International Space Station. That is tricky.
I saw it. I saw that video.
What'd you think?
Why did she even Where's the dirt coming from in her hair? There's no dirt in space.
Well, the implication was that dirt just is there everywhere.
That was a weird video. It didn't look satisfying to me. It didn't look like she got her hair really clean.
No, it's kind of like, have you ever tried dry shampoo?
No,
it's
but
awful.
I've heard
But I know I did it when I was a kid for some reason. I just got it in my mind.
Do they even sell that anymore, or was that something that was big in the 80s?
That was, that's one of those products that was probably created from chemical runoff from some factory.
It's like dry cleaning.
Yeah.
Well, that's not really cleaning. They actually just blast your clothes with chemicals.
I know. My grandfather was a dry cleaner.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. But he was a tailor, too, so. But who would have thought that my grandfather would be a dry cleaner? It's just not something you would necessarily kind of think. But it just goes to show you that all kinds of things come from all kinds of things.
My grandfather was a milk tester.
Yeah?
And a machinist and a,
Yeah, my other grandfather was an engineer.
Yep, my other one was a scientist, but dry cleaning would be good. Did you get all your clothes dry cleaned for free when you were a kid?
No, I mean we didn't utilize the business particularly. We would hang out there sometimes, but mostly in the front, just where he had all the taxidermy. He had a lot of taxidermy animals that I liked.
Did he have a fur vault?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a furrier.
You like the taxidermy animals?
I like animals, so I liked them.
You like them when they're dead and
I liked
stuff?
I liked them.
You're a vegetarian. You should take grave exception with taxidermy. To taxidermy.
Not when you're that little. You just like to pet them.
Were you a vegetarian when you were little?
No.
What was your favorite meat when you were little?
Let's see. I like chicken, maybe.
Me too.
I don't know. We had TV dinners. They had little pieces of meat. I don't know what they were.
Yeah, like the little pot roasts that have like...
Yeah, they were fun.
The fake.
It didn't matter what they were. It was how they were packaged.
It was like miniature and all.
Think of how healthy they were. They were packaged in aluminum, which is now like...
Whenever we went camping, our mom would buy us Dinty Moore beef stew, which is probably the most grotesque food in the world, but I loved it.
That's great.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on that.
All right. It is time for a song.
Okay. What are you going to play?
We're going to hear Susie by Mark Strusacker.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I loved her, and she loved me. Now she lives there below the tree, and I miss her. She ran so hard, trying to find, leaving nothing for me behind, and I miss her. And when I go and I'm set free, I will call her back to me, because I miss her. She'll come a-running, well, this I know, in the hot sun, through the rain or snow, 'cause she misses me too. Never a friend to us all. She only lived there for the fall, and I miss her. And when I go and I'm set free, I will call her back to me, because I miss her. She'll come a-running, this I know, through the hot sun, rain or snow, 'cause she misses me too.
There.
There's right. I'll finish my story after on the next song. To be
Okay.
continued.
To be continued.
Hey,
What?
I know you don't like Halloween,
Yeah, I don't.
but
Why are you doing a haunted house now?
I'm not.
In
it's
the
at
forest.
Halloween.
Really, it was on Facebook, and I thought,
Yeah.
why are they doing a haunted forest
We're
now?
not. It's in October. It's the weekend
You're
before
like
Halloween.
2 months ahead.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel like it's fall outside? We're not doing a haunted house. The fire department is going to have a benefit haunted trail at our farm, which is going to be very spooky. I was just going to tell you that you should.
Yeah, no.
Oh, Kristina.
There's some of us that are not going to come. Just like I didn't come to your party.
It was a really cold party anyhow. You would have froze.
Well, I would have gone standing by the fire anyway. We know that's always where I go at a party.
I spent a lot of time at the fire.
Yeah.
'Cause it was really, really
And
cold.
I'm sure I missed some very nice people. I know I did.
The really crummy thing was I had an awesome playlist of music. We thought about having live music, but then we just decided to do canned music. And I had a great fun playlist of music ready to go. My computer died, as it always does, so I had to put everything on a little disc and put it in John's computer. And John's iTunes is different than my iTunes.
Uh-oh.
And so it just wouldn't play the playlist properly. It just kept, after each song, it would go back and start shuffling his whole playlist, which is like really boring, bad music. And then my stereo system wasn't playing the audio. It was just playing the bass and stuff, and I kept jiggling with all the buttons and saying, what is going on here? And it turns out at one point I had moved it and the auxiliary cord wasn't plugged all the way in, so everything was playing in mono instead of stereo.
Oh,
and
gosh.
so that was crappy.
That really just that's crappy. That's a crappy thing to happen.
But the food was good.
Yeah.
Everyone brought nice food. It was nice to see people, but it was really cold and
Yeah. And, well, it's okay.
it's okay.
Like, you tried.
Yeah.
You tried and failed, and it's going to be okay because you're 40
I'm just
now.
old. It's like
You're old. You tried
I'm
to
old.
throw a party, but you're too old to throw a party.
I'm too old to
you
throw a
can't
party.
throw a party after 40 and expect that it's going to just be
I
really
know.
one of the hip parties of the valley.
So not hip. I'm
So,
afraid.
you got to fall back on some other stuff like I've learned to do, like grit, for example. Evidently, grit is the most important determinant for success. I watched a whole TED Talk about it this morning. I didn't have time to do it, and I thought...
the word is like exhausting to me.
Grit? No, grit. I wrote down exactly what grit is so everybody could understand it, because who wouldn't want to have grit if it is going to assure success? So here it is. Okay, grit is having passion and perseverance for a very long-term goals, for your very long-term goals. And it's having stamina, and it is sticking with your future day in and day out, and... Come on, stay with me.
Sorry.
This is important. These things are important. Like
I wasn't laughing at your definition. I was laughing at all your stuff falling off the table.
I know, but sometimes the littlest thing, the smallest little thing that somebody says can make a big difference in your life. So if you were thinking, well, what I need to be successful in life is I need more money, or I need, to have love or whatever. No, you just need grit. Okay? So you got to work really hard to make your future a reality. Okay? Have some grit, Emily. Grit up.
I know, but it's so cold and I'm 40.
Wow,
Like,
this
grit
40 thing has really got you down.
I just always grew up thinking that 40 was going to be the big nothing. So it's hard to let go of that now.
Yeah, but look at me. God,
I
look at
know,
me.
but you've
I am
passed
so
that like
fantastic.
little weird hump of nothingness.
I have
and you're
all
on
this.
to the.
No, but I have all this stuff wrong with me. I have
you
all this
don't.
stuff wrong with me.
You have nothing wrong with
No,
you.
I have tons and tons of things that are just wrong with me, but
No.
life has never been better.
Here comes the train.
You see, it's symbolic. The train is giving us this sense of forward motion, of we could do anything.
I know I'm not going to be really that bummed out about being 40. I just am going to be a little bummed out today.
But what do you want to do with your life? Who do you want to be tomorrow?
But there's lots of stuff that I meant to do by now and I didn't do it.
But
so
if
now
you
it's
had,
like
if you had all the grit you needed and you had the train to go
I was
on,
supposed to conquer the world by now.
so what is tomorrow all about for you?
But once you pass this age, it's harder.
Where are you going with your life?
Oh my God.
What do you
I don't know, Kristina.
Reach out and grab your future.
Oh my God, she's getting a little intense over there. The opossums have
Well, you still haven't
brain.
answered my question. Like, what is the meaning of your life?
That's the thing. Aren't you supposed to know by now?
Just say something now.
No, that's like a really that's like a question that needs some like a real true answer.
Well, okay, pretend you're defining somebody else's life. What should their meaning? What should fill their life with meaning? Like me. Look at me. What would fill my life with like a deeper meaning? What could I do? What could I possibly do?
But you do the things that fill your life with a deeper meaning.
But I'm so screwed up.
No, you're not.
Yes,
you just
I
think
am,
you are.
but my life is filled with meaning. You're right. Actually.
I mean, you're on it. I like spread myself too thin. I've got to concentrate a little more in certain areas.
Which
So
ones?
Just I don't know, but you can't because like how is a person supposed to make a living? If I just concentrated on like the arts or writing or the things that I actually really like, I couldn't make a living, at least not for a long time.
So it's the
and so I'd die in a gutter at 40, even more unfulfilled than before.
Well, I think I understand what you're saying because I myself have talked about falling in the gutter on this show, right?
Yeah.
I do occasionally use that as a sort of a pictorial image of what could happen at any moment. I could just
It's really
fall in the gutter.
Kind of dumb too, because we don't really have gutters around here. We have ditches.
But it's a great word.
Gutter.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where all the opossums hang out. I don't know, Kristina. My life is fine. My life is great. I have lovely family and children and home and all that stuff and businesses. But I am like not quite where I wanted to be by now.
Okay. Fair. I would say that, at 40, you take stock.
Yes.
And that's fine. It's fine. It's a good process to go through. It's a good, to question, to just slow down. Take some time with your cup of tea and sit in it.
I was out of the tea that I like this morning. I had to put some, like, crummy detox tea in my thermos.
Could we have another 2.5 minutes?
All right.
No complaining.
Can it be when you play some music though? Because then no, that's not true. As soon as you shut our microphones off, I complain worse.
You're a weasel.
So never mind.
You're
an opossum.
I don't mind being an opossum.
Hey, do possums they have little pouches, right? They're marsupials.
Why do you want to talk about them again?
This is your fault. You started it. You even made me spell it. So I think you can deal with the fact that you've made the opossum the theme and just
if you have something
shut up about it.
If you have something important to say about opossums, that's fine.
All I said was they're marsupial, right? That's kind of important.
But I don't think you have something really important to say about opossums. I can just feel.
You know what? I do. When they're born, they're like the size of a sea monkey. This is interesting. And they can't do anything for themselves. So their mothers lick a little saliva trail on their bellies from the birth canal all the way up into the pouch. And the little sea monkeys crawl along the slicked path into the pouch where they finish growing.
You know what?
Like they're still in a fetal state.
When
they crawl up the saliva.
I used to love complicated stuff. Like for example,
Why do they do this? This makes no sense. Why don't they just stay in the womb a little longer instead of all this ridiculous
when I was an English major, I used to love complicated sentences, for example. I used to read literature. I'd read Tolstoy. I'd, read,
Tolstoy.
Nathaniel Hawthorne and stuff like that. But having raised
He's
a family...
not complicated. He's just disturbed.
Now, don't go off on a tangent.
Sorry. Okay,
We're not
go.
analyzing
Fine.
famous authors.
All right.
We're actually looking at that after raising a family and having a couple marriages and having all your circuits fried.
3-word sentences.
You sometimes, yes, you have a hard time with complicated sentences. If I even see a long sentence coming, I kind of try to avoid it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Where are you going to see it coming from?
Well, you're reading and you see you see a big one coming, and you get nervous because you can't
like
grasp
caveman talk.
Well,
be like, just carve "me want food" on stone tablet, and that will be all the literature.
Yeah, exactly.
That you need.
Well, I think we're just moving in a direction of telepathy. I mean, I know I am anyway, because then you're not going to have to deal with long sentences. You're just going to, you can have complex thoughts, and you can just convey them without using words, which would be a heck of a lot easier.
Internet shorthand is.
Now you're yawning at me
Sorry,
again.
I'm not yawning at you. I just got up really early because the farrier came and they left the water on.
Look, I was getting kind of bored when you were talking about opossums,
No, you
but I
weren't.
didn't yawn at you.
They are fascinating, even if I've never seen one.
Okay, so going back to my mother, I want to tell you about my mother, who used to have a hard time understanding the internet and its relationship to
Used to?
She doesn't even try anymore.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, has she suddenly discovered how to use it?
No.
That doesn't seem like it would be likely.
No, it's just there was this time period when she was trying to understand how the internet could be related to a telephone or a television. I mean, she could understand it on her computer, but it just seemed crazy to her and really unnecessary that it would have anything to do with a telephone or a television. And so, I mean, she would actually she just had this attitude about it, she was...
Do you have to know how it works to use it? Like, I don't really know how it works, but I don't really try to know how it works.
No, you don't have to, but she wouldn't even accept that she wanted to push the reality of it away. So what I kept trying to explain it to her in simpler and simpler terms. And so finally I would just say, look, Mom, it's like one day, all the devices, like all your devices, your phone, your computer, your television, and even your toaster, they're all going to just be one thing.
I don't think that's true. Your toaster's not going to be one thing.
Okay, maybe not the toaster. I mean, the toaster might be smart, but it might not be like the same thing.
Although you can see inside your refrigerator from your phone now.
See?
They've made phones be able to talk to your refrigerator, so you can be out and see what you need for groceries, because you can look inside and it'll tell you what there's there.
Yeah.
You can talk to your dog when it's at home and you're at work. It can call you now on these little dog phones that go download during their water dish.
Yeah.
Cats too, probably, Kristina.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So your mom doesn't want the reality of her toaster
having anything to do with the internet. I mean, frankly, would you?
No.
I mean, in our lifetime, we probably can stick with our old toasters.
I think the internet has bigger worries than making the toasters smart.
Well, toaster. I understand. I mean, there's a point to just
dumb for a long time.
Yeah, but there's some point to having the toaster just be a toaster or a phone just be a phone. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Like a phone is something that you talk to somebody on.
Not me. No way. People keep leaving me messages saying, "Hey, can you call me?" Like they write me Facebook messages saying, "Here's my number. Can you call me?" I can't. Why? Why are they doing that? Why don't they just tell me what they want right then? They've already made contact, right?
Right.
So why do they need to talk to me?
You need to get them to listen to this show so they can understand.
But I say it to people every now and then. I do this passive-aggressive Facebook post about, hey, listen, people, I have phone phobia, so I really can't be on the phone with you. It makes me really nervous.
Well, this is the personal growth part, is that you have to just let go of some of those people. Because I have the same issue now, is that sometimes I can't even talk on the phone. And so the more
they push it, the more I am like, I can't call them back. Now they've called me 4 times and they want me to call them. yet they won't tell me what they want in an email or a message, and they won't tell me what they want on the answer machine either. What is so important and private or whatever that they actually have to talk to me in my ear on the phone, which is scary? Can't they just say it in person? I see them all the time. Like,
I think if it's important, they'll figure out. You know, you have to find the right language that you can both communicate in that comfortably. And if you can't, then you're just not going to communicate, and that's the end of it. It gets back to grit. It's grit. Like, how much grit do you have? Like, if you really want to communicate with somebody, you got to stick on it, and you got to figure out a way to do it and make it work.
It's my one neurosis, or what? I mean, it's not my one neurosis.
I got more than one.
It's the one that I think stands out as making me a weirdo. The fact that I cannot pick up the phone comfortably and call somebody. I just can't.
Do you think that's why you and I are, like, buddies?
Have we ever spoke on the phone? Wait, actually, we did a whole radio show on the phone once, didn't we? But that was different. That didn't feel scary.
No, it's kind of okay. I think we talked on the phone once.
I just can't do it.
We did it once, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. You don't have to talk to me on the phone. I got lots of things to write to you.
Me too.
It's endless, all the things that I have to write to you, you know?
Man.
And,
Your kids are big now. Your kids didn't do, like, first day of school or anything.
No, I get to watch everybody else's kids going to their first day of school, and I remember it, though.
Yeah.
It's, they've got their first days doing other things.
My kids were with their dad on the first day of school, but I went down to school anyway because I brought them all their stuff because they showed up for the first day of school without any stuff, which is par for the course. But anyway, I would go anyway just because I always wanted to take their first day of school picture. And Eli looked happy. Ira looked sad. That's the usual.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, it's time for another song, and we can contemplate deeply on anything we want.
What are you going to play?
We're going to play, look at this. Look at this. It's a song. This has miraculously appeared on the playlist. It's called When You Get Old. What about that?
Ha ha. Like you didn't put that there on purpose.
No, I didn't. These things just happen. Huh. I swear.
You don't swear, though.
Cross my heart and... What is that thing we used to say?
Cross your heart and hope to die, stick a needle in your eye. That one?
Yeah. That's what I meant.
Okay.
All right.
Play this.
This is Jemima James from Tisbury, Cape Cod.
When you get old, fires still burn. When you get old, you still dream. When you get moldy, people turn funny. Don't make a scene, just go about your dream. And tell them, look out now, pay attention, keep your wits, they are the only wits you'll ever have. You got good ones to dream. When you get old, don't blame the young ones, just help sow their seeds with silver thread for dreams. And tell them, look out now, pay attention, keep your wits, they are the only wits you'll ever have. You got good ones to dream.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, we're back. 11th hour radio. Why does it sound different now? Sounds different again. Yet again.
But it sounds better this time.
Okay, good.
I mean, to me.
Good. I don't know what I did.
I think I put my headphones on the right way now.
Excellent.
Oh, wow. I still never understand why they have a left and a right ear, but, I'll just go with it.
Well, I can tell you why. Because it matters.
You just
when you
dropped all your stuff again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, this is why, because when you mix a record and you put the trumpet on the left, you want it to be on the left. Right?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going to introduce... Oh, you just said 11th hour radio, right?
Yeah, but I said it sort of off the cuff. I don't think it really came across very well, so you could introduce the show.
11th hour radio. She's right. That's what this is. And that's Kristina Stykos. And I'm Emily Howe. And we broadcast from Royalton Community. Stop! I'm trying.
No, I think
there's a lot of pressure when I introduce the show.
You're doing just fantastic. And if you get stuck and you need some help, I'm right over here across the table.
You're not. You're rolling your eyes.
I was not rolling my eyes.
You're deeply sighing.
It was something else. It was just like, my life for just a second lacked meaning, and so I just was sighing.
Oh.
But now I'm back. I'm back organized again, and I feel good.
Our sponsors here at South Royalton Community Radio, our personal sponsors. What? What was that?
Because you said the name of Todd's business wrong last time. You said Vermont Grease Collective, and it's the Tunbridge Grease Collective.
Oh, damn it!
Wait a minute.
Are you sure?
Can you say that on the air?
Damn it!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, because it's like like the Hoover Dam or.
Damn it up.
Okay.
Damn
I gotcha.
That
well, anyway,
okay.
So I just wanted.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He's just the Tunbridge Grease Collective.
It's not just. He is.
No, I didn't mean just.
I meant and only. Tunbridge
I meant
Grease
just
Collective.
as in a town name instead of the whole state name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tunbridge Grease Collective.
Thank you.
Mountain Folk.
Yes.
Howeville Farms.
Fantastic. They're all Tunbridge businesses.
They are.
Which is so incredible because I drive through Tunbridge every day and I feel like an honorary member.
I wish you would just
Tunbridge.
move to Tunbridge. It would be so nice.
Well, you never know. We'll see.
Okay.
See where life brings me. It's a big crapshoot. So, yes, so guess what? I am the only woman that I know who has 3 inverters. And I just wanted to say that because I was feeling a little full of myself.
Wow. So do you have to have a separate one for solar and a separate one for wind?
No. It handles everything.
Then why do you have 3?
Well, it's a long story that's very boring, so I'm not going to tell you the whole story. But the reason I brought it up is that I had electricians at my house this week for 2 days.
And they're all like, woohoo, look at you and your 3 inverters.
No, I don't think it impresses them. They see inverters every day, right?
But maybe they thought your inverters were like...
Well, I think they like my inverters.
Way cooler than other people's inverters.
They are cool. They're really, really different. And so we basically had to move the shop inverter, which is a pure sine wave inverter, into the house and replace the modified sine wave inverter. And then I had this other inverter, which was running the studio, and we don't need it anymore. So I've got everything on one big inverter.
I feel like you should keep it anyway.
Yeah, it's good to have a backup.
You might need it. Everything breaks,
Right.
At least everything in my life breaks.
Yeah, but I don't need 3 anymore. I mean, it was cool to have 3, but I'm happy to go back down to 2.
All right.
2's enough for any woman who's a real woman worth her salt. Right. I know you think that. I know you've thought that before. But anyway, so...
I need to buy stock in like a lawnmower belt company because those... I could use extras of those.
You and I have all this lawnmower camera. I mean, Trottier's finally showed up at my house to pick up the lawnmower.
Yeah.
And have you ever fallen in love with like an old timer?
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
So this guy, he pulls up in his big rig. It's got a winch.
Was it Larry himself?
I don't know, because I don't know.
Did he talk like tractor sexy to you?
Well, I wouldn't have like
you don't understand what he's saying, but it's about tractors. It's like he knows them in and out and all
but
around.
he wasn't picking up a tractor.
Intimately.
He was picking up a lawnmower.
It's okay. He doesn't discriminate by size.
Good to know. Yeah, no, we didn't really actually exchange too many words.
I was just talking to your tractor.
Well, this was the good thing, is remember what I was saying about words, is that too many words just isn't working for me anymore. So somebody who's conservative with how much they talk. In fact, I would say that probably 60% of our time together was spent just watching the winch pull the mower up onto the ramp. And then, you know how they take that ramp and they, the truck is going and it has a motor and the ramp goes up.
I do.
And we stood and we watched that happen. And that was pretty exciting.
Bonding.
And I could just feel, I was bonding, and I felt like he was so kind. And I know these people, sometimes they may be awful people, but you don't know. You don't know them. But when they're with you, their kindness, like every human being has that goodness inside, and you get to just feel how kind they are.
Yes.
And it's so...
I wish they'd give me a few free lawnmower belts, though, after they keep snapping.
It lifted my day, and it could lift your day as well.
Well, I'll have to call him.
You'll have to...
They take ours away a lot, though, so I may be over the thrill of having them winch our tractor onto it, because after a while, instead of thinking how charming the old man who's winching your tractor away is, you start thinking how expensive it is instead.
I'm able to put that off for a while.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying, like, it's that grace period from when they pick it up to when they have it finished.
Yeah.
And I don't have to pay the bill yet.
You don't even know what the bill is.
And I just feel taken care of.
Maybe it'll surprise me and it'll be like $15.
Well, just to know that your lawnmower...
Why don't you add 2 zeros, Kristina?
Wait a minute. Just that feeling of knowing that your lawnmower is in a place where they're taking care of it and they're like going over the whole thing part by part and they're replacing the bad tires and they're checking all the belts and I just feel so good because there's nobody in my life that does that for me.
I'm sorry. I'll check. You want me to check your belt? I don't know.
No, I
was mowing my lawn yesterday or the day before when it wasn't so cold, and I kept thinking to myself, because we have this wedding business and like having everything look golf course perfect is sort of part of it. I was mowing the lawn, and we have a wedding this weekend, and I said to myself, wouldn't it just suck if the lawnmower broke right now? And 5 minutes later, I went inside to get a drink of water and came back out to turn on the lawnmower, and the lawnmower's belt broke right then.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Sometimes
it's powerful.
You've projected some negativity on your lawnmower. But, I felt like it was a reasonable prediction because our lawnmower does break pretty much every couple weeks, and it was about due for a breaking time. Just really inconvenient. And, so of course it happened.
Right, of course.
It knew I was going to be 40.
Yeah.
And it wanted to hit me.
It's all about that completely. Mm-hmm. It's completely about that.
Isn't 40 an ugly word, though? Just sound it. Round it, like, in your mouth. 40. It's like...
No, you're saying it wrong. Say 40.
40.
No, try 40. Like you're flirting.
I can't. It's not...
Okay,
you can't even flirt.
I know.
John said 40 was the new 19 this morning. I think he's very wrong.
Yeah, I think he was just saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he was.
I do too.
But anyway, I mean, flirting is sort of dumb. I stopped flirting a long time ago. I stopped flirting around 40. I really did.
I only flirt with perfect strangers.
I don't even flirt. I don't even know how to do it anymore. I really don't know how to do it.
I mean, super strangers, like that you never, ever, ever would see again.
Well, I wish I could do it. I mean, it used to come naturally. But it's
like
just...
cashiers and stuff. Not in your home. That's it.
What?
Flirting.
That's who you flirt with?
If I feel like I have to.
Yeah.
Not very often, though. It feels lame. I feel lame. I feel like an old lady.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Feeling like an old lady.
Look at me. I look like a grandmother right now, and you know it.
You like wearing that kind of stuff. I mean, what are you going to wear when you're actually old like me?
I don't know. You're not old.
I'm 20
years older. I guess it depends what I have for a job.
I love being so much older than you. It's kind of fun because it's funny.
It's hopeful to me because it makes me feel less gross about my age. Yeah. Because I'm like, well, if Kristina can pull this off, Why can't I pull this off?
Well, it just gets more humorous as time goes on, you know?
But you are so many scads more cooler than me.
I don't know what coolness is. What is it?
I don't know.
What is it made of?
I don't know what it is made of. But
Can you take it to the bank? That's all I want to know. I don't know.
Got to figure out how we can take your coolness to the bank because...
Well, I have a problem with organs.
What's wrong with your organs?
Have you heard of the Hammond B3 organ?
Oh, are you talking about a musical instrument?
Yeah.
Not like your liver or anything?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, it's
yes,
just...
I've heard of that organ.
You've heard of the Hammond B3?
Yes.
Well, I have this problem because I always say Hammond B12 because that's the vitamin. And I cannot change. And I'm in the music business and I sound so stupid when I say Hammond B12.
It's kind of cute. That's funny.
Well,
Don't you just pretend that you've made up this hip new name for it because it's way funnier?
Or else I just say the Hammond, and then I can't remember which, if it's the 3 or the 12, and so I just don't say it, which sounds really stupid, like you don't know what you're talking about. But I looked up today, a 1965 Hammond Cherrywood B3 organ with a Leslie Tone cabinet speaker and a tube amp. You know how much that thing goes for?
I don't know.
$10,000.
Oh my God. Are those the ones that were made in Brattleboro? No.
I don't know.
That's the SD Organ Company. Never mind.
Oh, yeah. That's different.
There's a museum, which I've yet to go to. I've gone to all the nerdy museums, anywhere within driving distance, but I have not seen that one yet. So it's high on my list.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Especially now that you're 40.
I know. I will fit right in. Look, I'll bring my little handbag.
I know.
And I'll walk through the SD Organ Museum.
You'd better do it soon.
And I'll take pictures.
Yeah.
I'll take pictures of organs, even though I don't play them.
And do it soon, because you never know what might happen now that you're 40.
Oh my God, I know.
Yeah, so you better, your bucket list, right?
Should I just make my bucket list be like everything really lame?
Why not? I don't even have a bucket list.
Either.
My bucket list is just always what I want to do in my life. Like, what's the difference between
my bucket list would change every couple weeks because I would think of something.
I wake up and do my bucket list every day. I don't know what the whole point of is, like separating it from yourself.
What's a bucket supposed to represent?
I don't know. It's a dumb.
Who named
dumb? It's like yoga.
Who named everything? Opossums and yoga is dumb.
Opossum. Oh, possum. We've got to get off the air. Oh, possum. So thank you for listening to 11th Hour Radio.
Yeah.
We do come here every Friday and do this, contrary to popular opinion.
Most often we're more enjoyable, I would say.
Don't put us down just because it's your 40th birthday.
I'm sorry, but I feel
positively.
like I've made a muck of our show today.
No, you've been just beautifully wonderful and so 40-ish.
I
feel the gravitas of the 40 coming down the road.
I'm going to get over it. It's okay. It will be not today. I was super cranky last year on my birthday, and I was cranky the year before. And before that, it was okay, but as I neared.
Yeah, it's never been so good as this. It's never been this good. So... all right, we're going to go out on a track of music called Thinking Too Much. I forget who it is, but, come to the podcast.
We'll figure it out by then. And we'll see you next Friday.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye.
Like to talk to you, baby, but I get too weak. Tongue tied up and I just can't speak. Think about you, think about me. Think about every possibility. Think I'm thinking too much. Think I'm thinking too much. My friends tell me, give it a rest. You've been thinking too much. Like to ask you, honey, if you like to dance. Don't you know I'd have to take a chance? Think about dreams, think about fact. Think about the way you might react. Think I'm thinking too much. Think I'm thinking too much. My friends tell me, give it a rest. You've been thinking too much. I got a mind that's extra careful, but a heart that says let's go. They got me stuck right in the middle. Somebody say it ain't so. Like to reach you, sweetie, but it's not clear. Could I stand the heat if you stepped up near? Think about love, think about flames. Think nothing's ever gonna be the same. Think I'm thinking too much. Think I'm thinking too much. My friends tell me, give it a rest. You've been thinking too much. Got a mind that's extra careful, but a heart that says let's go. They got me stuck right in the middle. Somebody say it ain't so. Like to sing out lady, but I lost my voice. You'd be the one if I could make a choice. Think about right, think about wrong. Think about why the heck I wait so long. Think I'm thinking too much. Think I'm thinking too much. My friends tell me, give it a rest. You've been thinking too much.